Hello friend, my name's Bree. I am 26 years old and I live in Alberta, Canada. You may know me from TikTok or Instagram, but I felt like a YouTube reintroduction video was quintessential for my rebirth on this platform. And there's 3 core reasons why. Number 1, to briefly explain what the hell has happened between the 2021 version of me that you see in my videos currently and who I am today. By the way, I will never delete those, okay? No matter how cringy or painful or just awkward those are to watch, I will never delete them because they are historic artifacts of my own character development and we can all learn something from it, okay? But what you would be getting by subscribing and joining the community today would be watching and moving through that next phase of life together. The second reason for a reintroduction post is because I personally had a lot of very pivotal reflections in the past couple of weeks that have actually led me to press post on this video, and it would be a crime to not share those with you. Lastly, I want to just quickly establish a bit of a roadmap for what you can expect to see on here versus my other platform. Mostly I just want to organize us around a couple content buckets so that you know what to expect when you see that video drop each week. Before you log off, if there's one thing you take away from this video, please let it be this. My mission for this channel is to help Gen Z women feel less alone by sharing hyper relatable content and giving real advice. Now, I do believe there is merit in having some kind of niche around what that advice looks like. So the 3 topics will focus on our solo traveling, dating and relationships, and overall emotional well-being. So Brie, why should I listen to you? What do you have to offer? Well, in the least humble way possible. In the past 3 years, I have solo traveled 9 countries, moved across Canada, went through 2 breakups now, somehow went on 40 first dates in between, and did all of that while learning how to become self-employed. Yeah, there's a lot we can talk about. And I am genuinely so excited to tell you all about it in a series of landscape long-form videos. Disclaimer, I am not a doctor. I am not a therapist. I do not have any credentials beside my name to give sound medical advice on mental or physical health conditions. I am simply here to share what I know about how to create a joyful life and how to accept yourself at every stage in the process. You guys, here's the thing, okay? What I think a lot of us forget is that even us on the other side of the camera, we are right on the ground with you. We are learning alongside you. Like, there's no hierarchy of knowledge here. Think of it as you just gained a friend today and this will be like our weekly FaceTime. I also really want the comment section of this channel to be a place of genuine unity and connectedness for women around the world. Because I don't have all the answers to any of these topics, okay? And I never will, right? But someone else might. And that is the essence that I want this channel to have, is a place of coming together and getting our questions answered and getting the advice that we've been looking for years. The amount of time I have lost in my 20s when question marks were just running rampant in my mind about something that I was going through that I thought nobody else was. Why? Because even though everybody's struggling with a lot of the same things, the only thing we see between these little screens is their beautifully curated latte art or their nicely, perfectly put together daily vlog. And it just irks me, okay? It irks me that social media has not become a place of just like raw and real content yet, and I am so excited to be one to really drive that movement. Now, I do need to take a step back. As a daily user and marketer of social media, I do understand that it is becoming more of a safer place and we're all getting a little more vulnerable and not just sharing the highlights. I do understand that. But I don't know, I still feel like there is this gap between the content we are constantly pushed out every single day and what our actual daily reality looks like. Do you know what I mean? I want it to feel like, you know, if you maybe one day wanted to also drive the coast of Australia alone, instead of just recapping what I ate that day or where I went, like, I want you to imagine you're in the car with me. Like, what's going actually through a solo traveling woman's thoughts when doing something like this? And if I could go back in time, I truly wish I surrounded myself with more of this type of content in my 20s, so I was focused less on comparison and more on inspiration. The sun is about to blind me, so I might change locations. Stay tuned. Okay, let's briefly touch on the videos from 2021 that you currently see on my channel. What the frick, you guys? What the actual frick is going on? I don't want to swear yet, okay? I don't want to swear yet. Oh, as excruciatingly painful as those were to watch, dear God, I just want to go back and give that woman a hug and tell her everything's gonna be okay, and tell her to just chill the f out. Oh, there it is, okay? There it is. You know, like the dead eyes trend right now where someone posts a photo and they say you can never tell when someone's struggling, and then they have a carousel of photos where they look happy, but you can definitely tell they were struggling because they have this like emptiness in their eyes. Those videos are my one and only contribution to that trend. They are an embodiment of that trend, okay? All jokes aside, I actually was pretty depressed. It was 2021, a little bit of context, I was working in Deloitte Consulting in Toronto. It was kind of COVID. Doug Ford would open things, he would close things. Mental health was probably at an all-time low. Like, I'm sure many of you watching can relate to that, but 2021 was not the best year. Most importantly though, as you can probably tell, I was hyper fixated on macronutrients, counting calories, and my overall body image. In 2021, I was truly, honestly assessing my worth as a woman and what I have to offer the world based on the way that I felt when I looked at my reflection in the mirror. What? Woman! Oh my God. Oh, I feel so far removed from this woman. I watched those videos back and I just want to, I literally just want to give her a hug and say like, you're doing great, honey. Trust me, there's so much more out there for you that is not your body weight. Like, there's so much more coming. There's so much more out there for you and you have no idea. And I'm sitting here like making YouTube videos and eating whatever I want and I'm so happy. Like, I'm so happy. Sorry, that wasn't in the script, but it is so true, you guys. Because here's the thing, if we didn't have her, we wouldn't have you today. As terrifying as it is, you guys, you have to reach your breaking point. You have to reach the point where you shed that layer, you walk in a new direction, you will be picking up the pieces and you will be starting fresh. It's gonna be okay. And it's actually gonna turn out better than you have ever imagined, okay? Oh my God. When I watched those videos back, I remember feeling constantly pulled between what I was told was right for me and what I knew deep down was actually right for me. And you're looking at an example of what can happen when you just lean in. You just lean in to the fact that maybe you were meant to be a YouTuber. Maybe you are not meant to sit at that desk in that job that you're thinking is your only option right now. Oh, there is so much that we could talk about, and I am just so excited to finally welcome you to my channel. To be fully transparent with you, starting my YouTube journey, like actually starting it, has been on the back burner of my to-do list for 3 years. 3 years! Not only that, but in the meantime, I've managed to build an audience of 100,000 on TikTok, 50,000 on Instagram, all on the basis of being vulnerable in front of a camera. So tell me why I couldn't just show up on this platform. Like, what was registering in my mind that wouldn't advance me past that roadblock? Listen, if you've also felt scared to do something and so scared that you're unable to start, I need you to like, dial in with me right now. You might be cooking, you might be getting ready while you're watching this, but just take a seat with me. This is critical information, okay? I believe that so many of us feel scared to start something because we don't feel we've become the version of ourselves who is prepared to take that on. Does that make sense? For example, I didn't start posting on YouTube because I never felt like I had the expansive vocabulary or the personality or the energy or the look to be able to do that. Like, I didn't think I was that girl. Do you know what I mean? Most importantly though, I didn't feel like I had learned everything or experienced everything that I needed to in order to have a YouTube channel. But here's the thing, you guys, and this is where I need you to dial in right here. For the rest of your life, you will always have something new to learn. Every single day, there will be new information that you acquire until the day that you die. As terrifying as it sounds, there really is no destination. Like, we are in a life of learning. So what happened between when I wasn't posting for 3 years to when I pressed post on this video was that I completely deleted the narrative that you have to have all the answers before you start. Because what you don't realize is that there's always going to be another version of you on the horizon until you die, right? So if you keep waiting for this final version before you start, you're never going to start. Do you see what I'm saying? What a shame it would be to not watch and be a part of the process of growing from one version to the next. And that's why I'm here. I'm gonna say it right now for you guys, this is not the place for aesthetic day in the life content. This is not the place for cozy Christmassy vlogs with the slippers and the mugs that I got from Etsy. Nar! This is a real and raw space, baby. A space where I'm going to do my best. I pledge to you that I'm gonna do my best every time I post to create an environment where you feel seen and you feel like you can get your most detailed and vulnerable questions answered about all things solo travel, dating, emotional well-being, even if it is just day in the life stuff. Things like how to build a routine when you've never had one before, or how do you create a monthly budget and what happens when it fails? Because I've been there. I have literally been through all of these things, and I'm gonna share as much as I know, but I want to mostly, again, like I said before, I wanna create an environment, a community. I want the comment section of my videos to be a place of connectedness for women from all walks of life. With the power of social media today, we should never feel alone, but we still do. We actually feel more alone than we ever used to. Something's not adding up. We need to start blossoming channels and creators where if we're comfortable, we're sharing all parts of life. Like I take so much pride in my ability to just share the lowlights as well as the highlights on my TikTok and Instagram. So I'm just gonna bring the same energy here because it's a space that we're lacking. It's a space that we need more of. And I just wanna be at least one of the creators at the front of that movement. If anything I said resonated with you today, go ahead and subscribe. Honestly, if you don't want to, that's fine too. My platforms are for the process and not the end result. On that note, welcome to the journey. Welcome to the community. I am seriously so happy you're here. And thank you for watching all the way to the end. That honestly means so much to me. I will see you in my next video where we rewind in time a little bit back to August 2024 when I was packing for a 3-month partially solo trip. So I love you, I am here for you, and I will see you next time. Bye!